What's up, guys? Chris here to give some brief thoughts on last night's action. Brief because I got a radio show coming up in about a half an hour, and I gonna try to get this done and posted before that. If not, I'll post it afterwards, obviously. And last night's Antonio Margarito Miguel Cotto card pay-per-view, solid pay-per-view. I don't think it lived up necessarily to expectations, but it was still a good show. The Mike Jones Sebastian Lujan fight, kind of a tedious fight, but good one for Mike Jones. Delvin Rodriguez Pavel Warlick was a good fight, not as good as the first one. Delvin proved he was a better fighter this time out. Definitely had a really good 12th round to close out the victory for himself. Brandon Rios John Murray fight was more competitive, I think, than people expected. Good action fight. And Rios gets stopped in the 11th round, so good win for him, and he'll be moving up to junior welterweight, where there's a lot of interesting challenges awaiting him. And of course, the main event, Antonio Margarito Miguel Cotto. One thing I want to say about the pay-per-view itself, though, I could have done without all the cuts to the back in the discussion during the hand wraps, when they were trying to decide who was going to observe Margarito's hands getting wrapped and all that drama. Mostly during the Rodriguez Bolak fight, because when the announcers were talking about it during the fight itself, it took away from the fight, so I could have done without all that. My boy Air Johnston, he said on Twitter that the pay-per-view reminded him of a WWE show with all the drama going on backstage and celebrity appearances and wife cameos, and I definitely agree with him on that. As for the main event, though, good fight, definitely not as good as the first one. Miguel Cotto, I think he won every round. I might have scored one round for Margarito, the fifth of the sixth, but other than that, it was all Cotto. Margarito fought the same fight, but Cotto fought a better fight. He didn't get tired like he did in the first fight. Margarito couldn't hurt or really sustain much damage on Cotto, even when he could land punches. So I guess in a way, if you thought that he did have his hands legally wrapped in the first fight, this fight was probably a clear indication that probably was the case, because not only did his punches not have less effect, but if you think about it, Miguel Cotto, obviously his face wasn't as marked up, but he didn't get as tired. Maybe he didn't get as tired because he wasn't getting beat down by punches that had more effect than they normally would have. That's the way you got to look at it, if you've ever been in a fight, the more damage you take, the more it's going to wear you down. So more than likely, Margarito did have his hands wrapped illegally. He was really playing it up though during the fight, even before in the back. If you're a Margarito fan, you're probably like, yeah, this bastard. But if you hated him, you're probably like, I can't wait for this mother effer to get what's coming to him. Even during the fight, Cotto was lacing him up, and Margarito's like, yeah, come on, just being a dick, but whatever. He's just playing, like I said, playing the villain role, playing it well. But yeah, Cotto had his way with them. I thought Cotto's new trainer did a good job. Said just keep circling, keep it in the middle of the ring, don't get up against the ropes. For the most part, whenever Cotto touched the ropes, he would circle out, tie up, just never let himself get in too much danger. There were times where they would get in the clinches and go toe to toe, or he would hang on the ropes and let Margarito go at him. But once again, Margarito, you could just not hurt him like you could in the first fight. So credit to Miguel Cotto, good performance, good win. He got his revenge and redemption, another redemption. I said on Twitter after the fight, damn you, Miguel Cotto. I want to dislike you, but you got my respect. Never been a Cotto fan, but I definitely respect the man, and I respect the way he handled himself both during and after the fight. As for Margarito, his best days are probably clearly behind him. I don't know what's left, but I'm still going to watch him fight. He showed why fans that are fans of his like him. The guy never quits, even with his eye busted up, which is the way I thought the fight would probably end. I said on my predictions piece, Cotto was going to win. I ultimately picked Cotto because of the eye, and that's what happened. But he didn't want the fight to stop, so that's why Margarito fans like him. He always comes forward. He never quits. So good night for Cotto and his fans. Bad night for Margarito and his fans. But like I said elsewhere, even if he lost, I didn't have a problem with it. Real quick on the Ultimate Fighter finale on UFC. Really good event. Really low expectations going into it, but really good event. It was like an old WEC show with all the 145, 135 pound fights. A lot of exciting, fast-paced fights, good finishes. As far as the main card, John Dodson stopping TJ Dillashaw in the first round to win the bantamweight title. Bit of a quick stoppage, but looked like Dodson was going to finish TJ regardless. Diego Brandao versus Dennis Bermudez. Fight of the night in either sport. Amazing 1 round fight. Just unbelievable. Both guys went down. Both guys were hurt. It looked like Bermudez was going to win at the end of the first. And out of nowhere, Brandao submits him with an armbar. Sick finish. Brandao wins the featherweight championship for the Ultimate Fighter Season 14. And looking forward to what both him and Dodson could do in the bantam and featherweight divisions in the UFC. Main event, Michael Bisping dominated Mayhem Miller. Mayhem got the first round, but then gassed. I don't know why he gassed. It was similar to Chris Leben versus, who did he lose to recently? Mark Munoz on Spike a couple weeks ago, where he gassed after like 1 round, even though it was a 5 round fight. Miller gassed. Bisping took over. Pretty much kicked Jason's ass. Pretty elementary from there. Bisping gets the 3rd round stoppage. Stoppage was legit. Miller was done. He had nothing left to offer. So a good win for Michael Bisping. Terrible loss for Miller. Not that it's so bad overall, but just he looked bad gassing out that early. Either way, really good event though. If you missed it, if you can't catch a replay, this is one of the few ones I'd recommend, along with a couple others I've had this year, to buy the DVD when it comes out because it was worth the money. All right, that's it for now. I'll be talking about all this stuff on Science Minds Radio Show. If I get this video up before the show, we'll see. Then tune into the show. Link in the information part of the video. And if I get it up afterwards, you can always catch the podcast on demand. Link in the information part of the video, as well as link to scienceofviolence.com and my Twitter. Want to hear your guys' thoughts, MMA fans' thoughts on the Ultimate Fighter finale. Boxing fans, thoughts on the Margarito Cotto pay-per-view. Also, good win for Anselmo Moreno, I believe, against Vic Tarchini. Completely schooled Vic. And good win for Abner Mars in the rematch against Joseph Agbeko. Got cut early. Never bothered him. Was in control for the majority of the fight. Close strongly 11th to 12th rounds. No controversy here. Abner Mars, the man of bantamweight. Now that no one is no longer around. That's it for now, though. Till next time, I'm out.